So under our ICA settings, the next we're going to have is our Harvest Smart setup. So in this particular machine, since this is a ProDrive transmission, we're going to see Harvest Smart and its mode is currently set to off. So our operating modes are Smart, Capacity, and Off. So it's important to remember what kind of mode we're going to operate in. When you're operating in Harvest Smart, we recommend most people operate in Smart mode. What Smart mode is going to do is it's going to kind of all encompass everything that the combine's doing all together and use all of those functionalities to speed up and slow down the machine as you're going through the field. So the real purpose for Harvest Smart is what it allows us to do is get into a pretty even crop. And so we get in, as we're going through that crop, we're able to set a performance target that we're happy with. And at that performance target, we're getting acceptable losses and we're getting acceptable throughput all throughout the machine. So once we've set that target and we're happy where we are, if we come in through a thicker spot of the field where yield is increased, the machine will slow itself down so that it's able to get good smooth throughput, but it also allows us to optimize our operation. When we get back to average, we speed back up to our normal speed, and if we get into a spot of the field that's pretty thin with a lower average, the machine will actually speed up through those zones, and you can do that without having to move the hydro handle at all. So some of the things that are important about setting it up is we have to make sure what is our maximum engine horsepower that we want to allow the system to use. We're going to set our target pressure. The other thing that's important is we have to make sure that we set our max harvest speed, because when you're performing in Harvest Smart, you have to make sure the hydro handle is all the way forward. If it's not all the way forward, it will not regulate speed. So make sure that you've set your speed for the maximum speed that you're comfortable with the machine operating. The other thing you have to make sure that you have set correctly is on your calibration, is you have to make sure this is the equivalent of doing a loss calibration. You're saying, this is the Harvest Smart position that I'm happy with, and this is how I want it to operate. So once you get there, you're going to notice 4 pieces of pie, just like what we have with AutoTrack. All 4 will engage, and then the combine will start to regulate its speed based on field conditions. And that's how Harvest Smart works. So here on the command center, we simply push the button once to turn it on to Smart, twice to turn it to Capacity, 3 times to turn it back off, and we'll see that the light turns itself off when it goes back to mode off up here.